Yep, I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I actually started here, let me think, it's nearly 7 years ago now. Um, and unfortunately, you always make plans for retirement. But and I always thought, yes, I'll be out playing bowls and this, that, and the other. But unfortunately, 13 years ago, I was signed a curveball with a disability that I had. So obviously, I had to rethink. And it was actually a past colleague that volunteers up here who said, "Oh, I didn't know we had to get around to Abberton." So here I am, basically. He is predominantly, obviously, making as much money for the trust as possible. It's checking visitors in. It's obviously getting the donations, etc. And it's the sales side of it. And I think that's the thing that I still rather enjoy. I like to think, and I always ask Joe at the end of the day, how much have we made? I I think really it's a purpose. My philosophy is when you go out to work, yes, you have a purpose in life. You've got to get up, you've got to go out to work, otherwise you don't earn any money. So when you retire, I just thought, well, no, I've got to have that purpose to actually physically get up of a morning and come out and do the volunteering. So yeah, it is that is the main thing that keeps me going really. It's different things for different people, and that is the thing. It's like here, you've got the outdoor team. So if you like the outdoors, that's brilliant. You've got the indoor, and yes, I always think it's worth giving it a try because you don't really know until you've done it. And I think that is the predominant thing. And also, you can feel where you want to slot in a role then. So, absolutely brilliant. Every session that you do is different. Um, one unusual favourite memory I had, a gentleman came in first thing when we opened, and it's obviously he was in a distressed state. So when I started talking to him, I realised that, yep, he wanted somebody to talk to. So I was able just to sort of, Joe, let me go around the corner, quiet place, talk to him, see what the problems were, and basically, in inverted commas, counsel, if I could just help him in some way. And he returned a couple more times and said, and at the end of it, he said, "Thank you." He said, "It's been so brilliant." And yeah, it's strange. You don't know who is going to walk through that door. And that has always been one of my philosophies in life. It's chatting to people. It's, Joe knows the sort of character I am. Unfortunately, some people think, what the hell's going to come out of his mouth next? But I've always had this ability of judging people. And it's even working with the children, encouraging children to come out, enjoy the open air. And I love seeing the schools come in. I really do, because I always think it starts young, as it were. Capture young, hopefully it will stay with them.